Well, imagine this. Your neighbor sues you over a barking dog, or even your landlord refuses to return your deposit. Chances are you probably don't have time or even the money to go to court. Mediation is the answer for many people because it's cheaper and faster than litigation. This morning, Walt Crudup and Taylor Covarrubias from the Central Texas Dispute Resolution Center are here to talk about mediation and what the differences are if you are thinking about heading to court or taking someone to court. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. So first, what is mediation?
Mediation is essentially an informal process where a neutral, impartial mediator helps the parties solve the problem themselves. It involves a situation or an environment where the mediator uses a process that we have, not we have developed, but it's been developed in the field. That's proven over time to work effectively.
So what does a person do? Do they contact you or your office, and what happens after that?
Sure. Well, we receive the initial call, and the mediation can be scheduled within a couple of weeks. The parties agree to a date and time to come to the mediation, and they come to our center down in San Marcos, and they begin discussing these issues at hand and the dispute that's going on and see if they can come up with an agreement by themselves.
So you said two people have to agree to kind of come together to the office. If that is out of the question for whatever your scenario is this maybe not an option for you?
That would not be an option because the parties have to agree and be voluntarily involved with the process. And that's a key part, that they are willing to come to the table and work on the particular problem that they face.
Can a lawyer still be involved? Can one or both people still be represented?
Absolutely. And we encourage the people to know their legal rights and to consult with an attorney as appropriate. And if they're more comfortable with an attorney, we certainly encourage them to bring an attorney, but we would make the other party aware. So if they chose to bring an attorney, they could bring an attorney too.
One of the things I find interesting is this option keeps it out of the court altogether. How does that work?
In Hays County, Guadalupe County, and Comal, all the parties are required to mediate a case before the judge will hear it in court. So parties that can't afford to hire a mediator, which could cost up to $1,000 a party per day, can come to us for mediation.
So kind of all the back and forth happens at a table and not in front of a judge.
That's correct. It happens at a table where the mediator has skills and the ability to help the people work together. And the mediator is totally non-partial and does not recommend a solution, does not evaluate the cases for the party, doesn't tell the parties that if they go to court, this is what will happen to you. And that's called facilitative mediation. It's the style that we use at Central Texas DRC.
Let's talk about the time aspect of it. If you're wanting to get your case through quickly, can you do that with mediation?
Absolutely. Typically, we try and schedule mediations about 2 weeks out so that the parties can ask off for work or find some caretaker for their children, as well as the mediators to be available. However, if there is an urgency in the case, then I will try my best to get them in as soon as possible. All
right, we are almost out of time, but we did mention it's a less expensive option. How much money can you actually save?
That's a really good question. Our fees are $50 per party for half a day, $100 per party for a full day. We, of course, have a sliding scale because our primary mission is to help people who can't afford to hire a mediator. How much you can save is a hard number to calculate, but if you can come to mediation after you know enough about your case, you don't have to spend a lot of money on filing various papers with the court or hiring people to investigate it. So you can come early, you can reach a solution that meets your needs and not have to ask somebody else to decide the case for you.
All right, Walt and Taylor, thank you so much for coming in this morning. Definitely an option for folks out there to consider.
Thank you.